long, he'll need to push it downfield. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're going to run it. He's in open space downfield. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown Sooners! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Complete to the right. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Return. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Burks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
They booted away on 4th down. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The ball pops out. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his back in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sategna. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the run, it's Cobb. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after it, and he shows you, man. That's why he's dangerous. That's why this offense is always one play away from getting to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it with the jet sweep. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And offenses are majoring in this now, right? They know the jet sweep is a big part of what they do, how the defense is going to respond, and they're just going to give it to you over and over again, see what you do for it. Nice job by the defense. They didn't give up a big play, but they're always looking to set up that next play and how to attack the edges of a defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frazier. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. This time on target. Still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
To the air, it's Mateer. This one's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. It's a running room. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Using his feet to buy time. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just when they're looking run, now up top. With the catch, it's Alston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, the ground game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd and long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football, not fooled, forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
He leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. Slings it downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after the failed connection on 2nd down, this offense faces a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Sooners!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
It's a reverse. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And playing defense now in college football, you have to be ready for motions. And wide receivers are becoming more and more part of the game plan of getting them the football, letting them be running backs. You see it even in the NFL some too. Great job by the defense. They were ready for it. They were aware. Now the offense maybe use that as a decoy in the future.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Seventh play of the drive coming, and they'll need 10 on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a two-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups. Let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, two-possession lead, it makes it easy to play defense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
4th down, gotta have it here. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Sategna. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock.
And the wide receiver.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Scrambling away. Running to Green. He's out of bounds and doing everything they can to save every second. 23 seconds to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out.
He lobs one high down the left side. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll run it from the gun. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.